and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing alright. As you can tell by the description and the thumbnail, I'm going to be heading into this awesome spot today, which is the old Nato ammunition depot located in Broughton Moor. I know I've done countless videos of this spot, but it was just one of them. I was just sat in the house watching crappy Sunday afternoon TV, and I just thought I could be doing something a lot more productive today. So I thought, you know what, we'll get ourselves out while the weather's nice in Cumbria, because it's meant to be really bad on Monday. We've got a storm coming in called Storm Floris, which is unseasonable for this time of year in summer. A storm in summer, mental. But anyway, I just thought get myself out, go for a little explore around this spot, and just see what's changed or anything like that. So, right. Anyway, I'm gonna get away now, and I'll see you on the other side of that fence. Yeah, we made it in, just about. I've been pricked more times than a bloody second-hand dartboard. Nettles everywhere, the lot. It's kind of like that camp I done, that stealth camp. You know, when I was behind the wall. Fetching back memories. Yeah, but we've made it in. And I don't know what it is about this spot. I always feel nervous. And I think it's to do with that I'm not allowed to be in here, because it's trespassing. Oh my god, it's trespassing. Oh, you can't do that, it's trespassing. Yeah, I don't really care, I just, you know what I mean. But yeah, back to it, what I was on about. Yeah, I always feel nervous when I'm going into here, but I think it's just the buzz of doing something. If you can get me words out, doing something you're not meant to be doing. But you only live once, don't you? You only live once. But yeah, I'm just going through all these nettles and brambles and all that, getting pricked. But see, you got the Lake District in the background, the mountains. But it's yeah, it's a hell of a spot. It's a hell of a spot, and it will get better once I get further along. These nettles. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah. Oof. Right, where do I go? I've forgotten where to go. Yeah, man. Right. Anyway, enough of me babbling along, rather. I'll see you when I get to the main part of the site, and I'll show you round. Look at the size of him. Ugh. One of the old loading sheds there. What would have happened? You would have trains coming in from that way. Obviously the tracks are long gone now, railway tracks. And then they would have went into that building right there to unload. You would have had guys on that platform right there in the middle, and they would have been sorting God knows what in their boxes, and then they would have been carted out that way on monorail, and then sorted out into departments, if you know what I mean, like storage sheds, because there's about 400 buildings located on this site, so I think each one would have had a purpose, different ammunition, different explosives, you name it. Yeah, and you've got the other one over there. Right in the middle you would have the offices, the check-in offices. So you come in here, it's like the land that time forgot. And it is one of my favourite exploring spots. You just cannot get sick of it. You cannot get sick of it at all. So yeah, we'll mooch on. We'll go towards these buildings here, go and see what's what. So far nothing's changed. They were planning to redevelop this site, but Cumberland Council daren't do anything because they do not. Basically, they don't know what they're doing with. So Spanish around. The old electric box right there. You have the main offices. I mean, back in the day, this would have been awesome. Working here, all the stories and the crack and you know what. That's here. I'm not going to go any further. Try to envisage what happened in these buildings, man. You just absolutely mental. Right, I'll go to this one here and then I'll come off camera for a bit and I'll be right back with you. We'll go and see what's going on in here. Even though I have been in here, we'll just see what's been going on. Yeah, basically an office building, a check-in building. Yeah, and we'll head out and we'll head over to that way. That's like the main bit of the site, the more interesting bit. So anyway, I'll see you in a second. I don't know what it is about this spot. I really don't know. It just keeps fetching me back. It's like an obsession. It isn't. I don't know if it's the history, what happened here, all the stories, all the dodgy rumours that were floating around with this depot. I don't know, it just keeps fetching me back and I love it. And it's not just because of that, obviously the wildlife as well, loads of woodland, loads of animals flying about. As just seen before in that clip with that massive eagle or buzzard, what I caught. But yeah, it's all the wildlife as well. It's absolutely littered around in these woods, so I don't know what it is, it just keeps fetching me back and I love it. Absolutely love it, even though I'm not meant to be here, but who cares? Like I said, you only live once. So right, anyway, we're going to carry on. We're going to be coming up to one of the most haunting set of buildings that are on the site, and I'll tell you the reasons why. It's a very sad story. You probably heard this before. The very sad story, and a really bad accident happened on here in 1944. So I'm going to mooch along, and when I get to these part of the buildings I'll tell you what happened. So I'll see you soon. Yeah, I just made out the woods, guys, and we're coming across one of the most eerie and sad parts of the depot. Like I said in the previous clip, I was going to mention the story. Some of you guys already know about this, but I'm going to tell it again for my new subscribers and my new watchers or whatever like that. Yeah, back in 1944, that building behind me, there was two lasses working on a mortar round. Their job was to refurbish this round so it could go back into circulation for obviously warships and stuff like that. This particular bomb they were doing with, it had a dodgy fuse on it, and sadly that exploded. It killed the two girls on the spot, as you can imagine, and it killed 9 other people as well and injured 70 people. The tremor was felt for 15 miles, and it wasn't just that bomb that exploded. There was because all this behind me, this was all linked by railway, so you can imagine all the old railway wagons coming on that path there, on the railway track, or would have been a railway track behind me. Yeah, there was, I think it was parked on there. So when that bomb went off, it set that wagon off as well, and you can imagine the explosion. It must have been absolutely terrible to witness. But yeah, I've always felt something when I've come across these part of the buildings. It always airs on the back of my neck, and I guess I get goosebumps as well. So yeah, and I know there was a story when they went to search for the bodies and that. There was one guy who went into that building behind me when it was all in rubble and debris everywhere. He had to come off this site due to having PTSD. He wouldn't come out of his house, and yeah, just some stuff you're not meant to see. It must have been absolutely awful to witness, but yeah, absolutely tragic. And my thoughts go out to the families of these people. They were really, really brave to do this job. You weren't guaranteed to come home after a shift, just because what they were dealing with and stuff like that. So yeah, so anyway, I am going to go into that building. I'm going to show you around, and then I'll go further along, because I think I might be pushing my luck right now. I think I might be pushing my luck. We'll just see where we'll go from here. I'll go into that building, and we'll go up, so to speak, and then I'll show you other parts of the depot, and then we'll call it a day. So yeah, I'll be back with you soon. Right, we'll head in. Yeah, you can just imagine the old narrow gauge trains coming through here on these tracks, and you would add, I would say, maybe a couple of workers on that platform pulling all whatever it was into this particular building to sort out. Oh, get up this step. Yeah, I don't tend to stay in this building for very long. It's very eerie after what happened. But if you look up there, you can probably guess what that is. It's an old wooden ammo box. I think that's getting used as like a nest for pigeons or whatever, any other birds. But yeah, this is where it opens out. You just see the size of these walls. You got all the corridors that go down. There's about, because all these buildings are the same, so you've got about eight or seven buildings. And I'll carry on through here for you. Open there, that's changed. That wasn't there before. Yeah, we'll just carry on. It's just all the same, and it's part of the lab buildings. It just carries on. Yeah, but these guys been here since World War II. We'll carry on. Yeah, just all the same, really. And I mean, you've got the old signage. Right there. As you can see, it's all peeling off all the paint and that, so you can't really make it out. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll carry on. There's one particular building I want to go towards. We'll carry on up. Yeah, I think it was this particular building I was on about. They're pretty much all the same. Like I said before, you would have the old narrow gauge trains coming through, unloading, and then you would have a load of guys sorting through, God knows what they were sorting through. And these are here for a particular reason, because when they were dealing with this stuff, they were taking the fuses off, these particular items tended to get really hot, so these were filled with cold water. So to avoid another disaster, like back in 1944, anything that got too hot, they just dropped into these cooling ponds. Basically what you get in like a nuclear power plant, just to cool things down and stuff like that. So yeah, just I think they were added there just to prevent another disaster happening. So yeah, I'll show you around. Yeah, and we'll plod on. Yeah, just coming into one of the main washrooms. So as soon as these guys finished the shift, they'll come in here, get washed and then go on basically. Absolutely mental. We can't go through that bit, we'll go over it. The view outside, we'll go to them other buildings as well. I'll keep plodding along for another 10 minutes, 20 minutes and then, because like I said, I think I am pushing my luck. So we'll keep going. I'll go this wall. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I always get, if anyone's out of the video game Fallout, I always get them kind of vibes coming in here. End of the world, abandoned buildings, no one around, just me on me Todd. Yeah, it's something else. I never get bored of coming in here. I know I've done it countless times, and yeah, I don't just come in for the buildings. I come in here. I know I'm not meant to be in here legally, but I come in here just to escape, just to get away from the real world for a little bit and this and that. So yeah, it's a hell of a spot. I mean, this was meant to get redeveloped, but nothing's happening. Nothing, and I don't think anything will happen with this spot. I think it's just going to get left because the money to sort out this spot will. Can you imagine it? Just to clean up everything. It just I think they're just going to leave it as it is. Too much money to put in to clear all this place out. So right, anyway, I'm going to mooch on for a little bit more, check out a few other buildings, and then I think we're going to call it time on the video. And I think I'm pushing my luck a little bit, even though there's no one around. I feel like there's someone watching us. Oh well. But anyway, I'm going to mooch along and I'll catch you in another building. Yeah, I'll show you these buildings, guys. All rag and ruin now. These were lab buildings as well. And then you got your other storage units over there. And you got the old spoil heap. Before this was an ammunition depot. There was a colliery here, obviously with coal and stuff like that. And I believe when it did get turned into a depot, they placed a watchtower and an air raid siren just in case it did kick off in World War II or through the Cold War. So yeah, very, very intriguing to look at. I can remember me and my mate tried to get up there. I think it was the beginning of this year, and we just couldn't get up. It was a bit stupid really, so yeah, I'll just pan you around. You can maybe see the fells in the background. Awesome, simply awesome. Right, we'll mooch along, we'll go to these final buildings here, and then like I said, we'll call it a day on the video. So I'll see you soon. Yeah, I just thought we'll go through this tunnel for a laugh. Make our way back. For this one here, let's see what's going on. This was an old washroom as well, despite all that ceramic on the floor. This building's here. Oh, very, very boggy. Oh, this one here. You know, as you can see, all these units now are used for cattle, cows, sheep, you name it. The old school numbers on the side of the buildings. I don't know what that post is all about. I've seen it loads of times, but I can imagine there being some, judging by the post anyway, I can imagine there being hospital beds just in case there was any accidents that happened on here. Have a trip round here, round to the old boiler, or boiler room should I say. Carry on. Yeah, it's come up to the final couple of buildings. There you've got the old toilet blocks over there. And then you've got all these massive storage sheds. One there, another one behind. Yeah, but I'll show you the view. It must have been awesome working here. Just for that view. Of the fells. Brilliant. Yeah, time to get out of Dodge City. Yeah, I've enjoyed coming back in here. I hope you've enjoyed the video as well. Something I didn't have planned really. Like I said at the beginning, it's like kind of sitting in the house bored, nothing to do, and I thought, you know what, I'll get myself out and do a little video. So right, time to get out of here without falling over. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Oh, my foot's stuck. Oh, right, I'll be back with you in a second. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I kind of fell into a bog. Oh, like I said, I've enjoyed coming out, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Not what I had planned, but you know what I mean, it's better than being in the house looking at four walls, isn't it? So, right. Oh man. Right, it's just getting out of here now, eh? Just getting out of here. I should be fine. I should know the score right now because I've been in here loads of times, so. Yeah, man. Yeah, they've done a good job of repairing this fence, like, easy as that. Right, we're out. Yeah, that is me out in one piece, just making my way home right now. I could have went on a little bit longer, but I felt I was pushing my luck. So, yeah. But to be honest, it couldn't have went any better for an unplanned mooch around, so yeah, no bother at all. But yeah, that is the end of the video, I'm afraid. And if you have liked it, I know it's going to be raw in some places because it was unplanned. If you have liked the video, drop us down a like, drop us down a comment, share the video. If you're new to my channel, subscribe to The Wandering Cumbrian. I have got an Instagram account also called The Wandering Cumbrian, so just drop us down a follow. It'll keep you up to date on what I'm going to be doing in the future, like future camps, walks or whatever like that. So yeah, I'm going to get away now and I'll catch you soon.